The history of Native American tribes is rich, diverse, and fascinating. These tribes were known for being skilled warriors who often fought using guerrilla tactics long before these strategies became popular in modern warfare. They perfected the art of guerrilla warfare, which emphasized surprise attacks, quick raids, and mobility. These tactics were used to fight the invading colonists and later on to resist the expansion of the U.S. Army. In this video, we explore the military strategies used by Native Americans throughout history. We will examine how these tactics were formed and refined over time, looking at specific examples and battles. From knowledge of terrain and sneak attacks to decoys and the use of propaganda, we will explore how these brilliant strategies helped tribes defend their culture and land while challenging one of the world's most advanced armies. Many Native American groups prized independence on the battlefield. Men who were enlisted in European armies during the French and Indian War had been trained to work as one cohesive unit, much like their Roman predecessors. However, in the Native American tradition, men fought independently of their fellow warriors. Chiefs could instruct their men on the ultimate goals of the conflict and a general idea of what to do, but once their men hit the field, it was every warrior for himself. The warriors who managed to distinguish themselves on a personal basis won acclaim among Native American tribes. This ability to think and act independently, while working toward a common goal, confounded the rigid European forces in early conflicts. Battle strategies focused on preserving a warrior's life. When it came to preparing an overall battle strategy, most Native American chiefs focused on preserving the lives of their individual warriors. That was the reason for quick-hit tactics and early morning raids. Even when they encountered European soldiers, Native Americans maintained a focus on the preservation of human life. As a result, later chiefs focused on refining earlier tactics and began using ambushes whenever possible. What's more, there was no shame in retreating to fight another day. The only shame for a Native American was in surrender. Native Americans waged total war. When a Native American raiding party or assembled tribal battalion drew their handmade weapons, they obliterated anything in their path. Women and children weren't necessarily spared. In most cases, any survivors from a defeated tribe were simply brought back home and incorporated into the winning tribe. One Native American nation, however, went for a grislier approach. The Iroquois were known for systematically harming any warriors they captured in battle, sometimes going as far as burning them alive. It was considered weakness to cry out during these attacks. European observers report several accounts of Native Americans enduring incredible pain without making a noise. Replacement people made up part of the post-battle plunder. More often than not, raids were initiated as an act of revenge intended to make amends for casualties suffered by a tribe. As a result, battle survivors were often taken back to the prevailing tribe's home in order to fill the spot of a lost relative. Several people who ended up assuming the role of a previous victim were adopted wholly, even going so far as to marry into the tribe. White settlers weren't spared from this treatment, since the Native Americans didn't make racial judgments. Several colonial settlers found themselves full-fledged members of whatever tribe had originally assailed them. Many Native American tribes used psychological tactics, such as theatricality, to frighten enemies. Throughout the Native American tradition of combat, several tactics were employed to destabilize the enemy through psychological combat strategies. In other words, they tried to scare the heck out of their enemies in an attempt to strip them of their will to fight. One of the most popular methods of scoring a terrified response was the practice of scalping. While taken as a prize in combat or to frighten the populace, scalping served a valuable social purpose in Native American culture. Scalps were hung in villages, given to spouses, and even traded for rewards. Native Americans always incorporated terrain into the battle plan. During the colonial era, European armies aimed to battle in wide open landscapes. That made it easier for commanders to direct the course of the strike. However, Native American chiefs used the terrain to their advantage when they drew a plan. Chief Crazy Horse once misled General George Crook and his troops to rest in the bottom of a valley. As the troops were taking a break, they were surprised by 1,500 Sioux warriors, leading them to suffer many casualties. Native American warriors used battle cries as engagement and communication signals. While they often fought individually, Native American warriors also knew how to follow their chief's lead. For example, in the Battle of Little Bighorn, chiefs wore flags with colors intended to identify their tribe. Legendary combatant Crazy Horse used mirrors to relay orders to his men. Several chiefs also used eagle horns, bellowing whistles carved from the leg bone of an eagle. The Native Americans' trademark combat whoops were also used as a means of communication on the front. After European contact, Native Americans drafted armies, and each tribe employed its own tactics. Once Europeans had laid their claim on the New World, Native American combat swelled from small forces to entire tribes of hundreds and thousands to defend their territory. In typical fashion, when one chief felt a battle was merited, a messenger was sent to the other chiefs with a pipe in hand. The chiefs who smoked the pipe agreed to join the conflict. In so doing, they were allowed to choose their course freely, a tactic that ostensibly made them, and the warriors they brought with them, more invested in the coming fight. Lessons learned. Guerrilla warriors. The military tactics of Native American tribes has proven to be an eye-opening exploration of the military tactics and strategies used by Native American tribes. By examining the unique approaches to warfare employed by these indigenous people, we can gain valuable insights into how cultural differences shape our understanding of conflict. Throughout history, Native American tribes faced numerous challenges as they fought wars against a variety of foreign invaders, including European colonizers. Despite being vastly outnumbered and outgunned, they demonstrated remarkable courage and resilience on the battlefield. The lessons learned from their military tactics are still relevant today. We can learn much from their focus on agility, mobility, and surprise, all traits that are critical in modern asymmetrical warfare. These warriors were not only skilled in battle but were also experts in diplomacy and strategy. They sought alliances with other tribes as a way to strengthen their position. They employed guerrilla tactics to strike against their enemies quickly and then fade away into the wilderness. In conclusion, the legacy of the Native American tribes' military tactics is a testament to their ingenuity and adaptability in times of war. By learning these strategies and incorporating them into our own approaches to warfare, we can strive towards greater success on the battlefield while advocating for peace through dialogue and diplomacy. Thanks for watching. Do like, subscribe and leave a comment in the comment sections.